Welcome back to Foot in Mouth. Manchester City are champions of the Premier League and sponsors in here.
Damn.
Ethan, it's a double whammy this week. It's
Yeah.
a double,
For you.
a double gut punch. Oh man, I actually want to know how Man City fans feel winning a league because of a loss. Obviously, you don't care. You won the league, but like, I can't believe that Arsenal really just handed it to them in the end.
Mm-hmm.
They really, really did, yo. I did think Man City were favorites. But in this last few games, there were so many games that Arsenal should have absolutely won. But
I think it's more embarrassing that Arsenal haven't won these last couple of games rather than them not winning the league.
they're not doing themselves any favors fighting this bottle fucking title, bro. Like, yo. But yeah, let's just start with that Nottingham Forest game while we are on it, because what a fucking disappointment. All credit to Nottingham Forest.
What was the final score again?
It was 1-0.
1-0.
It was literally just a fucking...
Oh yeah, that Owanyemi goal.
It was the most annoying game I've seen all season. Like, yeah. But again, look, time and time again, Arsenal have absolutely struggled to break down these low blocks. And that was a low block of epic proportions.
Forest have done that before, though.
I remember you saying while the game was on.
They've done that to a lot of teams. And also, I don't think it helped that going into this, Arsenal played the weirdest formation. The weirdest,
I don't know what
the weirdest
was
team
doing,
sheet
bro.
I've ever seen in an Arsenal squad.
The only thing I can think is that in his mind, he was thinking of going for some more physically imposing like players in the back line. Because Kivio at left back, we have never seen that. We've barely seen him play for Arsenal. Partey at right back, which is something that he's been able to do. Apparently, he's done it before at Atletico. Haven't seen much of it. And I don't know, maybe he just thought, look, since it's Nottingham Forest, might as well start thinking towards next season.
But the thing is, Nottingham Forest have a lot to fight for. They're fighting.
Exactly.
They're fighting relegation. Why would you think it's going to be an easy game?
No idea what was. Maybe Pep phoned him the day before and asked him, "Hey, brah, listen, we're just trying to
Play a bad team.
we're trying to put Man United in a bit of a shadow here." Because I think Gary Neville was saying that they would be like one of 3 clubs to do a European treble in, I think one of 3 English clubs to do a European treble, something like that. But yeah, either way, Arsenal made it easy for them, man. And that game, bruh, Gabriel Jesus was non-existent.
There were a lot of people non-existent.
There were definitely a lot of people non-existent. Bukayo Saka, I think, these last few games, and I think the Nottingham Forest game, I thought, look, you'll step it up. It's the last game at the Emirates. No, sorry, not at the Emirates. It's the last away game. But it just didn't happen. It didn't happen. I don't think that the players weren't trying. It's like nothing was working, bro.
Yeah,
At all.
it's tough.
Nothing
It's
was
tough to
working.
break down a low block like that. And also, I don't know. Maybe mentally, Arsenal players have just given up. Maybe they're just done. Like maybe the season is done to them, and they're just like, fuck it. Let's
I
just get
guess
through
they
it.
are young. Like,
Yeah,
but
I think that's where the youth really shows and like shows their downfall.
I think this is where Arteta's work is cut out for him, because he always speaks about bringing this elite mentality to the club.
They don't average it.
You are gonna there's a number of players. You can count on one hand how many players I would say actually have that mentality. And of those players, they can only do so much, especially when most of them have played like every game this season.
Yeah,
It's-
and like 50% of them have fallen off big time in the last couple of games.
After the World Cup, though.
Yeah.
After the World Cup, Arsenal's form really took a knock.
I
And once
think
Saliba got injured, that was the nail in the coffin.
That is why City is so good, though. They have so much depth that even when players do start falling off, they can make a sub and it's just as good as before.
I actually saw a picture of Man City's bench in their last Premier League game, literally just with the caption of, like, look at that bench. And
Is this the Chelsea game?
I think it was the Chelsea game.
Yeah, but
yes.
in the Chelsea game, they played a B team. They
Yeah.
played Palmer. They played a lot of people that
And
didn't
even
play.
so, bro, like,
Yeah,
they
won.
have a team, bro. They have a team.
No,
like,
they're the best team in the world. That's
Yeah.
all you got to say.
And will this best team in the world do the treble, Ethan?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
You can't even argue it. Like, it's cool that Inter Milan is in the final. I'm ecstatic for them. I think this resurgence of the Milan clubs has been dope to watch. But I just don't see a chance of
no
them
chance.
stopping Man City. Bro.
City is for sure the best team in the world right now.
And
to
off
see-
the
to
back
see
of
them
a
walk
4-0.
through, to see them walk through Bayern Munich and then Madrid like it's nothing, I think that
Dude.
confirms it. And yeah, I think United have a better chance of beating them than
Inter Milan?
Inter do. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Maybe that's just because I support United.
No, but not only that, but United have also, you've seen them beat City before.
Yeah.
I suppose you can believe that more. Even if United are in a bit of a fucking rut, because when you beat them, weren't United, they weren't exactly in winning form.
No, but we also beat them because of that offside goal.
Yeah, the Rashford.
That shouldn't have been a goal. So we beat them by the skin of our teeth, but it could happen again.
It could happen again.
Yeah.
With a trophy on the line, there's no telling who wakes up in that United squad.
No.
But
But also, like, I think with the Forest game, Navas is just such a good goalkeeper.
Oh
dude.
my
I think
days,
a lot of the
bro.
time I look at teams based off of their goalkeeper. If a team has a good goalkeeper, they're probably a good team. That's why I think anytime a team subs their goalkeeper or starts playing a different goalkeeper through the season, that's like complete desperation.
yeah,
So
i.e. Chelsea.
there's actually a lot of teams. I.e. Chelsea, I.e. Tottenham, I.e. Leeds. But I think that Navas is such a good goalkeeper. To have him at the back, you got to feel so confident as a Nottingham Forest player.
Yeah.
And I think he makes the difference. Every Forest game, I think he makes the difference.
wonder
And
if they
obviously,
keep him.
Morgan Gibbs-White.
Yeah, he's definitely having a hell of a season. My only issue with him was
Yeah.
the fee. But I guess, look, by the end of
How
it
much
now,
did they pay for him?
45 mil, I think it was. But at the end of the day, look, they stayed up. And he
Yeah, they
did
stayed
play
up.
a big part in them staying up. So
Huge part.
I guess that fee worked out for them. Jay Lings was Millie rocking yet again after fucking Emirates win. Even though he does nothing. You know, I was on the Jay Lings hate bandwagon. And then over time...
Who is Jay Lings?
Who is Jay Lings? Jesse Lingard.
Okay, thank you. Well, now
Has he been gone there?
Yeah, it's been a while, dude.
Yeah, so they secured their safety. And in the process, they... gifted Man City the league. Actually, you know what? It's Arsenal that gifted it to them. Nottingham Forest just went out there and did what Arsenal should have done, which is their fucking job, and just put in the work. But I can't believe that game. It was frustration from fucking minute one, bro. And a lot of work is definitely going to be needed ahead of the new season, especially up front. Lots of talk that they're going to stick with Nketiah and Sal Balogun. That's definitely something that I think is up for debate.
Nketiah is fine. You don't sell
Nketiah
him.
is okay, but Balogun's on 20 goals now. The thing is, it's just that it's the French league.
Yeah, it's a nothing league. It's a nothing league, mate.
That's cold. But look, let's move on to your boys,
Yeah, United.
Manchester United.
United did have a fucking game
David
against.
De Gea. I just want to take a second. You said that you think that this game would be the Golden Glove game.
Yeah.
And you are 100% right. I didn't think they were going to keep a clean sheet, but they kept a clean sheet.
United has such a good defensive record this season. For some reason, nobody fucking pays attention to this team's defense, dude. I saw Gary Neville and Carragher's team of the week, and there were no United players in that team.
Seriously?
Oh, not the team of the season. There were no United players in that team.
In the team of the season.
Yeah, there were no.
Wow.
Both of them had no United players in. Gary Neville is a former United player, and he had no United players.
But
in his
maybe
team.
the only reason for that is just because of the fact that the top two, especially, or the top, I know United are
No,
in the
he
top
had
three.
fucking Gary Neville had a Stupinian in his
Was
team.
was Casemiro not even in his team?
No,
of the season?
Casemiro wasn't. I think Casemiro was Neville's signing of the season, though. Which, yeah, I agree with that too. But I think you've got to have some United players in the team of the season. I mean, fuck, Bruno, Casemiro, Varane, and Martinez, De Gea. Holy
De
shit.
Gea, at least, the Golden Glove winner.
No, honestly, I would argue him the least. I could see a lot of like Alisson, Edison. There've been a lot of good Premier League goalkeepers this season.
No, fair play, but I just think that anytime a keeper wins a Golden with like 2 games to spare, bro.
Yeah,
like,
my thing is just, yeah, like, if we're not going to give any credit to the fucking defense and we're not going to give any
Yeah.
credit to the goalkeeper, then how the fuck is Golden Glove going to De Gea? It's got to be either the defense or the goalkeeper, and I think it's both. But, yeah, there's a tough Bournemouth game. We did wear that shitty green kit, which
is it the last time you're gonna wait this
the
season?
lost, and I'm kind of going to miss it.
Really?
I know it's a fucking terrible kit, and I know in some times of day it blends with the grass. But I do. The more I see the kit, the more I like it. Actually,
Well, you're gonna have a terrible green kit to look at next season, apparently. If
for
Arsenal.
Arsenal. No, I like.
images
The,
only
I
to
like.
go
The, well,
for.
that highlighter yellow away kit is shit, but the green kit I like. But yeah, United Bournemouth. It's a tough game. We knew it was gonna be a tough game.
Yeah.
I did predict a United win. I predicted 2-0. Again, though, our attackers are shit. So the goal had to come from our defensive midfielder. But it was a nice Casemiro, like half bicycle type deal. Eriksen plays a ball in, really nice. Martial came off at 50 minutes. He looked unhappy. Weghorst came on.
He looked unhappy.
And now there's, yeah, he's always. And now there's rumors that that apparently Ten Hag wants to let Martial go, which I'm fine with. We should have let him go. We should have let Rashford go as well. So yeah, I'm fine with that. We do need a new striker, but yeah, it's this is so this. After this, De Gea, I think he's on 17 clean sheets now, and I think he's 1 away from his all-time record, which is 2017, 2018.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's
Peak De Gea.
Peak De Gea, yeah, he's 1 away from that, and he's 2 away from getting his all-time record clean sheets. And to be honest, looking at Chelsea at Fulham, I think he gets a clean sheet in both of those games.
Look, I'm not going to doubt you after your call against this Bournemouth. I thought Bournemouth were going to at least get a goal. Yeah, man, maybe he could do it. That'd be a super high for him this season.
That would be a really high, especially in a season where everybody's doubting him. It would be a real good slap in the fucking face. But I do think he will get it. I think Chelsea, obviously now they just lost to City's B team. And I think Fulham are tough, but I think United's defense is really fucking good. And I think if Casemiro and Varane's back now, I think with them in the team, there's no issue.
No. Speaking of the Man United Fulham, obviously the manager of the season nominations are out, and
they snubbed me, boy.
Yeah, they snubbed Ten Hag.
Yeah, look, again though, even I could go into the same thing with that whole team of the season thing. I don't think a lot of people like United. I don't know what it is.
That's common knowledge, bro.
I know, but
that's common knowledge.
People don't seem to want to give United their spotlight.
Their flowers.
Yeah, their flowers. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is. But neither Ten Hag nor the team is getting the fucking praise they should be getting.
I will say that I think it's good that Man United ended their trophy drought this season, but I still think that the season has been a letdown. Not inherently, because like I said, you did end the trophy drought and you are in the FA Cup final, so that's fucking great.
And we are basically guaranteed top 4 at this point.
Yeah, you basically guaranteed top 4 at this point.
I don't even think I think it is guaranteed. I don't think it's basically guaranteed. I think it is guaranteed.
Yeah, I think like
because Liverpool drew their I think the highest points Liverpool. I think we already have the highest points Liverpool can get. So the worst we can do is draw with Liverpool.
Yeah.
On the points. But we won't, because we're going to beat Chelsea and Fulham.
Chelsea or Fulham.
Chelsea or Fulham.
But yeah, like I think coming into the season, I think there were higher hopes than a Carabao Cup and a FA Cup final. I think when you look at money spent and you look at the names brought in,
yes,
the expectations were different.
The money was spent poorly.
No. I mean, look, Casemiro is currently being touted as signing of the season. I don't think it was all spent poorly.
No, but we overpaid for each one of our signings.
You definitely did. And I think that, we've said before on the show how I feel at least that the fee does represent a certain level of expectation, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. But for me, from the outside looking in, I looked at United coming into the season and I thought, they are 100% going to be... I thought United would honestly be playing the Arsenal role this season.
You can't say that though, because at the start of the season we lost to Brentford and fucking Brighton, didn't we? We lost our 2 first games like 4-0 and 2-0.
Yeah, but I mean, look,
after that, everyone thought this team is dead, and then Ronaldo left, and then there was Glazer issues.
That drama didn't help, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying prior the defeats. Before that, I'm talking about from pre-season.
But pre-season, we didn't have Casemiro. Remember, we bought him.
But the links were there. You could see United were active in the transfer window to some degree. They were looking at players. They were working on the team and all that. I just thought that the team was... And I did also understand that Ten Hag is going to need time because it's new players, it's a new league, all that shit. I just think probably by United standards, as we've known for the past 6 years now...
Well, the standards are low.
No, but I think we are finding a point now where they can start to lift a little bit more. Yes. I've been saying for the past few seasons that United need to lower their expectations. And then I feel like a little bit of a hypocrite here because this season I had expectations for United. And in my mind, I'm like, they didn't really hit those marks. But at the same time, I have to be realistic and understand that they have had a good season. But I think that's also why some people would probably sleep on them, especially in these nomination categories and shit. Because with the name of Manchester United... It's either they are in for every trophy or they're disappointed, basically.
Yes,
it's cutthroat,
but this is the same United that hasn't won a single trophy in 7 years.
And that's also why I'm with you in saying that I think they deserve a bit of a shout, considering it is just the Carabao Cup, but they ended that drought. And that's a hectic mental hurdle to get over, especially for a new manager. And the fact that they are in an FA Cup final against this Manchester team that everyone is full of praise for. I just think it's easy to sleep on them more because I think they should have just been a bit more comfortable this season. And I can say that knowing full well I'm probably wrong for thinking that. By the end of it, in hindsight, I can understand why they wouldn't. But I think when the season started, I did expect better, but I think they ended really well. United definitely ended really well. They can probably, most of them can hold their heads up high after the season, but also a shit
Except
lot
for
of
you,
work.
Veghorst.
A shit lot of work needed ahead of next season, bro.
Yeah, no, big time.
Harry
A
Kane
lot.
needs to
There's a
come
lot
in.
of holes in that team that need to be plugged. And,
Harry Kane needs to
and
come in
I'm kind of
ASAP.
scared with how next season goes. To be honest.
Really?
Yeah, big time.
I don't know. Maybe this is just the haunting that is Manchester United. I always expect them to do well the following, no matter how shit they do.
No, look, my thing is just I think Chelsea gets better next season. I think Liverpool gets better next season. I think Arsenal gets better next season. I think Newcastle gets better next season. I think United does get better next season. I just don't know how much better we get.
What's going to be interesting next season is that what we've seen from Newcastle so far has been impressive, and this has been before they kind of have the leash taken off in terms of spending.
Yeah, exactly.
Next season, they also confirmed in the Champions League now.
I don't think they're gonna do any weird I don't think that old Neymar thing. I don't think they're gonna do any weird big money
Ronaldo?
signing like that. No, I don't think so. I think what separates Newcastle from the early stages of Man City when they first got money is I think Newcastle are gonna spend that money a lot better.
Yeah, Eddie Howe's already said that before. He said it's not about just spending money.
Yeah.
You got to spend it well.
And I think they will. My only thing is I don't know how good Eddie Howe is. So we'll see if he's the type of manager that can get them.
Champions
That can
League.
get them to win shit. Yeah.
It's always exciting for me to see this unproven dude on a big European stage though. Like Graham
Yeah.
Potter with Chelsea in the Champions League. He had a decent run in the Champions League with Chelsea.
Where's he now?
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, remember, it was the league form that inevitably lost him his job.
Yeah,
Which
true.
is what counts a lot. But in Europe, he was quite all right, bro.
Yeah, he was alright.
So yeah, I think, oh man, it's with Man United getting better. There's so many clubs getting better, but I'm more wondering what Newcastle can pull, just because I think they've shown way more than enough that they are worth fucking going to, and you could really be a part of something epic, bro. I can't believe that they're gonna be hosting Champions League football. All those Geordies, dog. Imagine the Joel scene that side when they.
No, it's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be mental, bro. So yeah, that is next season's Champions League clubs from the Premier League pretty much done and dusted, bro. Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Man United, and Newcastle.
We can go. Speaking of Liverpool, though, they did draw with Aston Villa.
Speaking of Liverpool, which pretty much cemented their fate.
Yeah, it did cement their fate. Yeah, I don't think they physically can get more points than United now.
Yeah.
And I think United are on the same points as Newcastle, so that goes to Newcastle too. They can't get as many points as Newcastle. So they will stay in 5th place.
Yeah, United have a game in hand on Newcastle. They're 1 point behind them.
Yeah, so they will stay in 5th place. Or they could even go down, in all honesty.
Yeah,
Brighton.
Liverpool 3 points behind United, playing one game more than them. So
okay.
yeah.
So yeah, but I think that has sealed their fate. Liverpool are 5th, which considering the way they
Dude,
season
I never
went,
thought
is
they'd
not
make
bad.
European football
No,
at all.
I didn't think so too. I didn't think they'd be in a shout for top 4 at any
Seems like
point.
it was just yesterday there was that 11th place derby between
Yeah.
Liverpool and Chelsea, bro.
No kidding.
Liverpool
But,
just left Chelsea where the fuck they were. Chelsea are now 12th, dog.
Yeah, but Villa. That's a good result for Villa. 1-1
Huge result.
at Anfield. That's huge. But there was also a missed penalty at some point by someone in Villa.
But how poetic that Bobby Firmino gets that 89th minute equalizer. 89th
in
minute.
his last ever.
That's one hell of a way to
In
fuck
his
to go
last
out,
ever
bro.
home game for Liverpool. Yeah.
That is one hell of a way to
Obviously,
go out.
before the game, they did do like a whole show for who's all leaving.
Chamberlain, Keita, Firmino, Milner.
So they did like a whole nice little fucking Kenny Dalglish was there and some other guy.
Which is nice. It was just, I'm sorry, I honestly keep forgetting that Chamberlain played there, bro.
Yeah, no, you should have been gone a long time ago.
Keep forgetting that he played there. Do you think anybody's going to pick those players? Well, no, Milner's being picked up, obviously. But
That's a good signing. I think
Keita.
Mulder to Brighton's good. Keita?
Firmino is 100%.
Yeah.
But I think he'll leave the league. I don't think he'll stay in the Prem.
Probably, eh?
Chamberlain could stay in the Prem. Maybe a Brentford.
Yeah, take him to like a middle of the log table and he'll do well there, yeah. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, that was it's going to be very weird seeing Liverpool kind of, I know that these weren't exactly like prominent figures, but James Milner's become such a poster boy of the club for me. So seeing him in a Brighton kit is going to be
No, it is going to be
strange.
odd, yeah. But I mean, if the deal is, hey, you give us Milner, you get McAllister,
Yeah.
can't complain.
Can't complain at all, but especially if you missed out on Jude Bellingham. Like going to McAllister is not exactly a inherent
it's not.
downgrade, but
It's not at all.
But yeah, that, like we said, it did pretty much cement their fate. Next season's going to be a big one for them as well. They showed a way better into the season than I expected them to. Way better into the season than Arsenal surely did.
Yeah, I don't think anyone expected much of Villa when Stevie G was there.
Yeah, but somehow Unai Emery came in and turned things around, bro.
Unai Emery was able to, yeah.
There's been a lot of good evenings there at Aston Villa since he's come in, dog.
Yeah,
and
there have been.
I actually wonder what this does for interest in Ollie Watkins next season.
Ollie Watkins.
I think Aston Villa may struggle to keep a hold of him. You know Chelsea are going to be sniffing around.
Yeah, sure. But I could see Chelsea going for someone bigger. And also remember Lukaku's back next season for Chelsea. I could see Chelsea going for what is the Osimhen.
If Osimhen goes to Chelsea,
I could see Chelsea getting Osimhen. And isn't the other...
Then that is honestly, that is just an absolute like sign of how far football has fallen, bro. Because to take Napoli to win their first league title since Maradona, and then you to Chelsea who have no European football at all. You are just in it for the money. I don't care what.
It's a lot of money.
I don't care what dream you've been sold on, because you could go to an Arsenal, a Man United, a Spurs for fuck's sake, and they would pay you huge.
Yeah, but Chelsea has got way more money.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If he does go, it'll be a crying shame, dog.
Yeah.
I would be livid.
And what the other rumor is Vlahovic.
Yeah, Vlahovic is, I mean, look, obviously Arsenal and Vlahovic have a very checkered history there after the way he ended up moving to Juventus. But there's a lot of clubs in for him. I know Chelsea are in for him, Man United are in for him, Arsenal are still being linked to him. That's going to be interesting. Everyone's looking for another striker next season, except for City. Probably Liverpool as well. They don't need a striker.
No,
they got Jota.
They have 7 strikers.
Yeah, but...
No, I think... I think Aston Villa. I don't know if Ollie Watkins will be that fucking prideful, in all honesty.
He's had a bit of a Danny Ings type season.
He
bro.
has,
He's
but
reliable as hell.
I think there's a lot more bigger name strikers on the market right now, dude.
Fair enough, but it's always nice to have a English striker on your team when you're in the Prem. You know what I mean?
It is, but then
maybe even Brentford do that, considering Tony's absence.
I was gonna say, even then, if you want a fucking English striker, why wouldn't you go for Tony?
Yeah,
Much
while
better
Tony's
option
suspended,
than
they
Ollie
might as well
Watkins.
go for someone like Ollie. At least tempt Villa into selling.
Yeah, I think those will be the two. I think Kane and Tony will be the 2 hot English strikers.
No?
Yeah.
Sure, Ivan Tony, even with that suspension, bro, he has to absolutely. He'll find a move.
You'll find a move.
I think he'll find a move. Look, elsewhere we saw a very nice win for Brighton against Southampton, who obviously are already relegated.
Yeah, that's a good win.
3-1 for Brighton. We saw Brentford beat Spurs. 3-1, brother.
Dude.
At Spurs home, because Tottenham get battered everywhere they go, even when they don't go anywhere.
And that's so unfortunate because Kane scored such a nice free kick.
It was.
Holy shit. That's
when you told me still, you popped your ear, you're like, Kane scored a free kick. I was like, no way.
Dude, no,
No
he scored
way.
a really nice free kick. But also, like, again, this goes back to the thing I said about teams changing goalkeepers. Tottenham don't play Lloris anymore. They play Fraser Foster, and he's garbage.
They keep doing it.
I don't know
doing
what
it,
the
I
deal is with Lloris. Maybe he's injured. Maybe they just want to get rid of him. I think they do just want to get rid of him. But I still think he's better than Fraser Foster. Because I think 2 of those goals he probably could have saved. 2 of the Mbuemo goals he could have saved.
You mean both of them?
Yeah, both of them. He could have saved. And then also I saw something that said like in all 4 games that Brentford had that Tony didn't play, Mbuemo and Wissa have both scored.
Yeah, that's a bizarre stat, eh?
So yeah, the commentator said that. So maybe I think Brentford will be okay without Tony. They'll be fine. Hopefully they can just get some money out of him or something.
Yeah, would you hold on to him for the 5 months, or would you try and cash in?
I would try and hold on to him. To be honest, I would try and hold on to him if I were Brentford.
Yeah.
Just because I think to be able to get that many goals for a team like Brentford, huge. I know that I said
How
that
much does
thing.
he go for in this market? At least 50.
Oh yeah, at least 50. But also like I saw some shit now that Kane is the first player to score in 25 different games in a 38-game Premier League season.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's another little Kane stat.
I feel like Haaland is going to break that next
The
season.
thing is, though, the sad thing is, imagine Kane played for Man City. Imagine how many goals he'd be getting for Man
Yeah,
City.
and imagine Kane actually didn't fucking extend his contract at Spurs. There's a lot of shit to imagine, bro.
Like-
that dude made his bed, bro, on a gentleman's agreement.
As good as Haaland is doing, we can't overlook Kane doing so well in
I
that
feel
shitty
bad.
Spurs
He's
team.
literally having
Yeah, an
ridiculously
insane
good. What's he on 28 goals now for the season? If Erling Haaland was not there, everyone would be going,
Dude.
Harry Kane needs to be stopped.
Especially in that Tottenham team, bro. It's like, holy moly.
A team that everyone's been shitting on.
But yeah, I think Tottenham fans at this point can look and say, fuck, we miss Conte, eh? When he left, Tottenham were top 4 and now he's gone and Tottenham's what, like 7th?
That's a bold statement, bro. Yeah, the situation.
Yeah.
The situation went to become worse, bro. And it's not stopping.
No,
it's not stopping. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. In a season where Arsenal failed to beat Man City to the title, there's a few things that I can take, some solace in. And Spurs is one that it's the gift that keeps on giving. Wolves vs Everton was 1-1.
Damn, that's unfortunate. So Everton's probably going to get relegated,
let them go.
which is sad.
Let him go. I don't need Sean Dyche
Everton-
around.
fuck,
Not as an
that's
Arsenal
sad,
fan.
dude.
Fulham vs Palace was 2-2, bro.
Damn, that's cool. I'm loving Palace, but yeah, I think Fulham's also doing really well, but I still think that United will beat them.
Man, West Ham beat Leeds 3-1. That was huge for them.
Yeah, Leeds are also relegated. I think we can more or less.
Sorry,
I
Big
think
Sam.
Leeds' next game is Tottenham.
I hope Big Sam would get that bonus, bro.
I think Leeds' next game is Tottenham. They can actually beat Tottenham.
Come on, Sam. And then Newcastle Leicester was a 0-0. I actually wonder if Spons was right about his 0-0. Speaking of predictions,
That's a huge result for United. For Leicester to draw to get Newcastle.
that's what
to 1
got
point.
United pretty much
Yeah,
banging
confirmed.
the.
Yeah. So I think that's huge. Thank you, Leicester. That's huge, and they're also probably going to get relegated.
Yeah, that's true. Madison's leaving. Tillerman's leaving. Oh, look, we're going to get into some transfer shit in the coming weeks. We're also going to get into our team of the seasons and all that shit. I can't get to all of that stuff off the top of my head right now. But yeah, there is more to come from us. Damn it, man. What a weekend. A lot of shit just solidified after those results. We do obviously have the games in hand being played tomorrow.
Yeah, what games?
We got Brighton versus Man City at Brighton's home, and then we got Man United versus Chelsea on Thursday, which is at Old Trafford. Predictions for Brighton City?
Brighton City. This is an interesting game. I think both teams play similar. And
Brighton have frustrated City before.
yeah, they have, and I think they probably have more to fight for than City. So
Do they? Like,
yeah, Brighton can still overtake Liverpool, can't they?
let's actually see.
I think they can. But City isn't going to go anywhere.
Brighton have a game in hand. No, they're 5 points behind
They're
Liverpool.
5 points behind.
I think right now they're just keeping Villa at bay.
Well, either way.
Because it's Conference League or Europa League.
Either way, keeping Villa at bay is something to fight for.
Yeah.
And I think they'll do better than Chelsea, considering City beat Chelsea 1-0. I will say Brighton win this.
Damn.
I know. I will say Brighton win this.
Now's the time for City to drop points.
Yeah, I will say Brighton win this 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah, fuck it.
I can't look past City, but I'm going 2-0 City.
Smart choice.
Have to go 2-0 City. I wasn't bad with my predictions last time out. And then Man United Chelsea at Old Trafford. Let's go 3-0 United.
No, not 3-0.
saying
We don't
3-0.
even have players who can
I'm
score
saying
3 goals.
but I'm saying 3-0.
Let's look at this. Rashford is apparently going to be back for that game, so that's cool.
So there's your hat-trick.
Rashford is in. Let's go with a nice, clean 2-0 win, baby. I think
2-0?
I think United gets 2-0.
2-0 will make me just as happy. Let us know your guys' thoughts. Let us know your thoughts on how the season has played out. And do you think City are going to hit that treble, bruh? They've already done the three-peat. Will they do the treble? Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you haven't already, then please do so. And
This
we'll
is
catch you.
the podcast that never sleeps.
Yeah, I need sponsor to
Yeah.
remember that shit. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.